Last orders at the bar, please.
Welcome to Tavern Tales Interludes, a curated 5e Dungeons & Dragons game set in the Dungeon in a Box monthly subscription service. Second module, Streets Unseen. The streets of Greyhaven have proven difficult and troublesome for our adventurers, but will it prove deadly for Drizzel in her encounter with the city guards?
Come sit down and drink with the enemy, raise a glass and toast to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So come sit down and laugh with the enemy, raise a glass and sing to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So I won't end up being alone, 'cause I won't drink my drink alone. So what about you? 1 beer or two, I'll drink to you.
I'm just going to play dead.
Doodle nudges you with his snout.
There are 2 guards there.
Oh, God.
Marie-Claire, what does the other guard say to the first guard here when he sees this fake sign language and then fake seizure? What does he say to his guard friend?
Perhaps they're a thespian.
You know how I feel about thespians.
You are a patron of the arts.
Indeed. Let's bring this one to the healer. And he goes to gather you up. He bends down to pick you up.
But I quickly get up on my own and I put myself in a box. And they have like the goofiest smile, like, please leave me the F alone.
You got a permit for performing on the streets?
I'm gonna just like lasso him with my imaginary lasso and like try to pull him closer.
Make a persuasion check.
This is turning into that Mr. Mime scene on
A little bit.
Detective Pikachu right now.
Come on! I'm not using this dice anymore. 6.
You're the worst.
This dice is the worst.
By chance, do we hear any of this commotion downstairs, or is it too loud?
It's raining
Not
too,
yet.
right?
It's only
So-
begun to rain. The one guard next to him that Marie-Claire was playing says, "Oh, just leave him, Boris. He's probably just some youth who doesn't know what to do and new to the city. That's no purpose here. Faking miming, faking sign language, faking a seizure. This person's just a faking total. Let's take him in."
Damn it, Drizzel.
They called you a dude.
I know. They assumed my gender and they assumed wrong. It's very insulting. I don't know how well Doodle knows me and how much I can get Doodle to do.
What's your handle animal check?
Probably not. Oh, no, it should be good.
For those who are listening at home, it was not.
Damn it!
Oh, sorry. You're just rolling random handle animal checks just to try to get yourself out of this?
I'm rattling anything to get out of this.
What are you trying to get Doodle to do?
I don't know yet.
Perform a trick. Meanwhile, this whole time, Doodle's just kind of been sitting there cocking his head every so often, trying to understand what's happening.
No, literally, Doodle's like, "No, you turn it 3 times, Bestrad." Whatever that check was for handle
just
animal
forget it. Just forget
does not
it.
get Doodle's response.
No, it
He's listening to
can't.
Bestrad upstairs.
I'm going to try one more deception. I need someone else's dice because mine are rigged.
Don't give her a die. No, she'll just jinx it. Now she's touched your die and it's going to
Okay,
be
well, I'll
terrible.
try
for-
these ones.
Go
Although
ahead.
it's set on a 1, so that's not a good omen. But
Airing on Amazon Prime right now.
so good. Anyways, I watched all of it. Please, sir, I'm just a poor actor trying to make ends meet.
Roll.
Become my patron.
Oh, yes! 22.
But you have disadvantage
Come on, I don't want to use the other dice.
Just roll that one again.
Why?
because you have disadvantage. You've
11.
already failed at a deception and a persuasion check
11?
already. 11. He's like, you need a permit for performing on the streets, and if I encounter you again and you don't have it, you're in big trouble. We're going to take the dog, but not you. They pull out some rope
No!
to put around Doodle's neck.
No, not Doodle. And I'm gonna like wrap my arms around because I'm still playing poor little English
cool.
boy.
Yeah.
It's like, can't take my Doodle.
Yeah, hold him still for us. Thank you. You're holding him nice and still.
Do we hear this now?
No.
Drizzel totally has this. Don't even worry.
Vistrad senses it and jumps out a window.
I'm coming, Doodle. He lands on the guards. The guards die. So does Vistrad. Everyone's happy.
Except for Ekamon.
You're upstairs, and can is what you hear right now. That's literally where we're at there.
Yeah. Sick 'em, Doodle. That's all. Anything?
You failed at your handle animal check earlier.
Yeah.
Just so you know, you are more than welcome to make a handle animal check of sick 'em Doodle.
Do I have disadvantage or no?
No,
Okay.
you'll have normal.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, if that's what you want to do, that's perfectly fine
I'm
by
like
me.
out of options besides like me just pulling out my crap and fighting them. But I think we're getting there. 13.
Okay. Yeah. I think that you've got enough of a rapport with Doodle that he will attempt to bite one of the two guards.
Doodle's gonna die, dude.
No, don't say that.
Can you have Doodle make an attack roll there, Paige?
I'm not gonna let anything about having to Doodle.
That was actually not bad.
Yeah, it's great. Go ahead. Yeah, he bites the guard that Marie Claire was playing. Totally, for sure. Reaches out with the rope.
Oh!
He would have had advantage on that attack for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. How much damage does he do?
7?
Yeah,
Piercing
does
damage?
7 biting damage. The guard attacks back. The guards attack back.
What?
How many hit points does Doodle have?
Doodle's gonna die.
11.
Yeah.
We don't get to roll. I don't get an issue
All right.
first round.
They both hit.
I'm about to rage quit.
It was wasn't supposed to be like this. He didn't give us any white gems. I can't fix it. I should have made him do like the Lassie thing and go up and get you guys. That would have been the smart thing. But I didn't do the Lassie thing.
Okay.
No, but the Lassie thing's going to happen.
What do you mean?
The one that gets bit succeeds at putting the noose or rope around Doodle's neck, and the other one stabs Doodle and does 5 points of damage to Doodle.
Am I rolling initiative or can I just
Make a
attack
perception
them?
check, Vestrad.
10.
Yeah, you don't hear Doodle cry out in pain, unfortunately. What are you going to do, Drizzel?
I'm going to yell up to the tower because I know they're up there and I know there's windows, and just like a Hail Mary attempt that someone will hear me and be like, "Hey guys, I need your help!" And then I'm going to take my 2 short swords out and I'm going to cut the one rope. The
Okay.
rope that is attached to Doodle.
Okay, it's the guard's turns. One guard, seeing you draw weapons, will use his short sword to attack you.
Yeah.
He has hit twice. What's your armor class? I have a 15 and a 22.
I have 17 written down.
Cool.
Yeah, because I'm wearing scale mail.
I was going to say, did Doodle's chainmail bandana help him at all? Does it increase his armor at all?
Please let it. Come on.
Like just 2. Give him a 15.
Yeah. I should use this.
Probably should have asked her to buy a permit.
Right, keeps being a problem.
It does 9 points of damage to you.
Yuck.
The other one, seeing you draw weapons, he has the rope. He lets go of the rope on Doodle and draws his short sword and stabs at you as well. He hits you once with a 17 on the button, doing 7 points of damage. How many hit points do you have left?
6.
Wow. Cool. It is Doodle's turn, and he's going to run up the stairs.
I was going to say, he's going to retreat inside.
Good boy.
So he flees. Dog runs up the stairs. Drizzel is alone with 2 guards. Everyone make a perception check.
I'm under a couch.
Unky B has disadvantage because there's a tongue in his ear.
That's so good.
Yes.
I'm being rude because I saw Aaron roll a nat 20, and then I'm like, I don't like that. Excellent. Jeffrey has ruined your day. No, I'm just teasing overall. You can keep your nat. Wouldn't it have been awesome if you'd rolled another nat 20, though?
I would have proceed this.
For everyone that got over a 15, there seems to be the sound of something rushing up the stairs.
Does 15 count? Or does it have to be over 15?
15 or over is fine.
Okay.
Did you get a 15?
I got a 15.
Okay.
That's why I was asking.
I'm glad you were just asking for shits and giggles.
I
How'd
hear
you do?
something coming.
6. I'm under a couch.
Sure. Re-listening to the message. We return once more to Drizzel, who's had more than enough time to figure out what she's going to do.
She's gonna die is what's gonna happen.
Damn it, Drizzel.
I hate these permit people. They're the worst. Bureaucracy is the
You
worst.
knew the permit people were there.
You knew they're not very nice.
It's okay. What would you like to do?
I'd like to not die.
Well, there are
But there's
options.
2 of them.
There are options in front of you to not die.
Drop your weapons.
Allison's like, you don't do that in a role-playing game. You don't surrender.
Yeah, what the hell? You just die and you roll like death saves.
And you make a new character.
It's funny, but it's true.
Is it? Do you get to play another character if you die in this game?
We just leave me out? Just
I don't
stay
know.
home?
I haven't made any decisions as to what I'm going to do
Oh
to the
my
people who
God.
die in this game.
Now I have to
Assuredly,
live. So much
assuredly,
pressure.
in regular Tavern Tales, if you were to die, you would be coming right back with a new character immediately. In this game, I don't know. You might not get to come back till the next chapter.
Because a big part of me wants to follow Doodle, but I don't want to give them the attack of opportunity because then they could just kill me because I only have 6
You
hit
can
points left.
disengage, but that
Yeah.
means you're only going to get to go, you're like 25 or 30 feet up the stairs,
And
which
then I
means
have
they'll
to do the
immediately get to go
stairs.
up them and chase you down. So
Yeah.
You're going to be climbing
I
stairs
still have
anyway.
to do the damn stairs after all of this.
That's all you gotta do.
Just drops. But then I'm going to jail. Well, we could get me out of jail.
At least
Maybe.
you've got some friends, maybe.
I'll
That
just-
might get you out.
what's the movement rate on your wolf there, Paige?
40.
There you go. At 80 feet up the stairs already. That's more than half. That's about halfway, I think, yeah.
Do you hear something?
Okay, I'm going to take your idea, Aaron. I'm just going to admit defeat. And I'm just going to drop the swords and put my hands up. I'm like, Kate, you got me. You win.
That's literally what Drizzel says.
Yeah.
So
Just kind
very-
of blow it off. You got me.
Great stage
Trick or
fighting.
treat.
All right, the one guard grab one of your outstretched hands and wrenches it behind your back
Rude.
to grab the other hand and pull it behind your back as well.
Dancing.
That's not what's happening.
He's got both his hands behind your back
My hands.
of your hands,
Yeah.
but both of his
say.
hands are technically behind your back as
They're-
well. So I'm
everybody's
fine.
hands are- yeah,
It was
you're good.
clearly undertaken.
Good job.
Everyone knows what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And the one guy gut punches you. The,
Like, oh,
the
kill
initial
me.
guy who was talking to you gives you a great gut punch.
The hell?
17 on the button.
If I die from a punch, you got to rename me Houdini. This is stupid.
Could you imagine?
6 points of damage.
I'm dead. Well,
you
I'm
go.
unconscious.
Boom.
Sons of bitches.
Now-
I mean, if it was to the head.
Police brutality, people.
Yeah, he
Purple lives matter.
punches you in the gut. Air whooshes out of you and you topple over unconscious, but you're currently being held. So you fall to your knees. Your arms are still pulled up sharply behind you as you loll and limp. And while you don't hear it, Drizzel, because you are unconscious, the one guy says, who was the one who was putting a noose around Doodle, he says, "You didn't have to do that. I'm not going to do that. This one lied twice, I'm not going to stand by and let that happen." And he looks like he's going to go kick you again. And the guy gives him another look and he does not. Instead, he slams his short sword home in its scabbard and he starts to walk off. And the one guy says, "What about the dog? I don't care about the dog. We're paid to secure the streets, not somebody's door open home." "Well, what about this one? Let it die in the streets." It's not a very good action, is it? "Oh, you shut up and I'll buy you a beer." "Oh, I like beer." And off they walk.
Can I
Make a death
So
save.
just beat me up and leave me in the street.
They did.
Oh, they're fucking dead.
Are we on High Street?
Not on High Street anymore.
Are we in Waterfront?
Something like that, yes. Before you roll, you don't have to roll it. He did subdual bashing damage just to reduce you to 0 hit points, and you're just unconscious. There's no requirement for you to roll death saves.
Thank you, because I know roll good today. I could have gotten out of that if I hadn't got like so many like 5s and 3s.
So, scale mail, eh?
Yeah, that's what I was written down.
Oh, that scale mail is so gone.
So,
It should be chainmail. I think that'd be better.
Doodle
Or leather.
comes bursting up the stairs as you hear him. Looks like he's been stabbed.
Doodle, what the Dingleheimen happened to you? Oh, my Doodle.
His head is immediately in your lap, and he's crying, and his tail's between his legs, and he's like, I'm going to go to the vet, and it's going to be $5,000.
That's mean.
just bringing it home, method acting.
Can I use the extra set of common clothes I have and try to like create a bandage around Doodle?
So you put a shirt and pants on him.
No, I like wrap it around his wound.
He's like real people.
Not that way. Like I take the pant legs and I like wrap them around his body like a bandage.
Okay, I'm glad you like combed your character sheet trying to find some help, but Unky B has a medical kit, so you're more than welcome to make use of his medical kit.
Oh, okay, good.
You're not too skilled in the bandaging and healing of a dog. However, you do have a bardic friend and people who can cast spells of healing to bring Doodle back to life. Doodle's hurt.
Save Doodle.
Doodle looks at you with sad puppy dog eyes. You look at Ekamon with sad puppy dog eyes.
As soon
Drizzel is getting robbed in the street below.
Chelsea goes back to play.
Just the 8 copper, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, just 8
No,
copper.
all of it.
I had a lot of money, guys.
I know you
The
did.
problem.
Hey, wait, she had my money.
I know. Maybe you should come save me.
So as soon as Vestrad looks up at me so pathetically, Ekamon is instantly by his side and healing Doodle with a lay on hands.
Oh, not lay on hands. You're not a paladin.
Well, that's
You
just what
you lay your hands upon him and say the magical cure wounds spell.
Yeah, sure, that. But the wounded soldier rise again. Da.
That's nice. Cool. Doodle's like, I'm a soldier now.
Battle wound.
It's like a tribal war chant.
But Vestrad, this is like battlefront songs sung in the trenches about the resurrection of the soldiers after they die to, join the battlefront in heaven above sort of thing.
Valkyries.
Sure. Yes, absolutely. That's an Eluskin thing for sure. And you look at Ekamon in new light, knowing that Ekamon knows this song that you've sung in the past. So, there we go. There. For those listening at home, Paige is gazing at Chelsea with adoring eyes. Make an insight check, Ekamon.
You're becoming a veterinarian now.
9. Do I need to do that again?
No.
Big
it's fine.
dice. 17. Oh, 7.
That's funny. For those at home, it was a 17 and fell off the book and turned into a 7 again. A 9 is not enough for you to notice
I thought, yeah.
Vestrad's eyes as Vestrad looks at you during your scatting song as you touch the beast and render it aid.
Does that bring it back to full?
Sure, you only had lost 5 hit points. Drizzel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how much money did you have?
170 gold pieces minus the 23 we spent on the
It's
rapier.
150 odd gold. Yeah.
And then 8 pieces of copper.
Ooh, 8 copper. And you have 2 short swords?
Yep.
And do you have any ranged weapons?
Yeah, I have my longbow and lots of arrows.
Cool. And you got scale mail.
Yeah.
You can keep one of those 4 things.
Can I keep my bow and quiver?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. How did Doodle come to be hurt? Is the question probably everyone's mind is asking.
Based on kind of Vestrad's, his beliefs and whatnot, knowing that Doodle was injured, he's like, oh, Doodle, I'm so glad you're okay now. But wait. Where's Drizzel? Oh, God. That's not good.
But wait.
But wait.
There's more.
Where is Drizzel?
It just keeps getting better.
Oh, God.
Apparently, after that and his new
Doodle goes,
light-
"Oh, what's wrong with your voice?"
Doodle, take me to Drizzel. I can't do it now. I've lost it.
A handle animal check.
Doodle's mad at me. Wow, 3.
Doodle falls onto his back and bears his belly for scritches.
I'm gonna die.
As soon as Ekamon had attended to Doodle, he stands up and looks around. Wait, wasn't Doodle with Drizzel outside, downstairs? Shit. And he takes the stairs by threes, trying not to fall as he goes down. He probably does.
Unky B, you're already downstairs.
All right, then.
You got a natural 20 on your perception check. You heard the dog, but you also heard the sound of something at the bottom of the stairs, like being dragged or being hauled. And it sounded like little scales being rustled together, and it was very strange. So you blew out of there and ran down the stairs as fast as your scaled legs could take you. And you come out onto the street to find a battered and bleeding Drizzel being stripped of her scale mail armor by a rough-looking thug-type person. And the last piece is being taken. This seems to be the only... Yeah, I'll just cut that. He looks at you, looks back at his handiwork, and what do you do?
So they've taken everything except the bow?
There
Or
is a guy standing in front of you who is
Okay.
removing the scale mail off of Drizzel's unconscious, possibly dead form.
So I kind of look at him with like kind of rage building in my eyes. That's not yours. Leave it here. And then I go and throw a punch at him.
Well, make an intimidation check first.
11.
That does not beat his passive defense on that. So he's like, saw it off.
Well, I'm going to follow in the steps of our good friend Drizzel.
All right.
You're gonna be knocked unconscious until
No.
your stuff.
I'm going to draw both my hand axes.
Okay. All right. You draw one hand axe. You draw the other hand axe. And?
And I go to swing at him.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Do I just do it?
Make a quick perception check.
It's rush hour.
Not this. 8.
Not anymore.
Well, it was rush hour, and then the cops came along and accosted someone, and everybody was like, let's not go down this street. And then a couple thugs came by, and now nobody wants to go any nearer or see anything that's going on right now. What did you get on your perception check?
8.
Is not enough for you to notice the other guy with the crossbow.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. We need help, Vest. I hate this city. The city sucks.
So you can make your strikes with your hand axes.
Okay.
Before that, what's your armor class?
16.
For that, you take 11 points of piercing damage to the chest.
It's rage time.
Have we
Sweet.
started coming down yet?
Not quite.
You're busy rubbing Doodles.
In all honesty, yes, you have started coming down the stairs already, but color-wise, dramatically, the camera has not shown you rushing down the stairs just yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Jeffrey doing anything right now?
Not licking your ear.
Okay. I just wanted to see if maybe he was doing somewhere like he's hit or something.
No, he's just hanging out on your shoulder still.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Attack,
All right.
Jeffrey.
Sick 'em, boy.
That worked out so good last time.
Lick the eyeball.
Is that
17 and 24 to hit.
absolutely both of those hit?
17 damage.
You did 10 points of damage with the first strike because it's 6 plus 4.
Oh,
And then
okay,
with
sorry.
your other hand axe, remember, you don't get to add your strength damage
Right,
to that.
sorry.
Right. So it's just 5. So it's 15 points of damage.
50.
Yes, you've brutally mauled this poor individual, and he falls dead at your feet. Scale mail most of the way stripped off of Drizzel's form. Guy with the crossbow. Yep, I definitely hit. You take 8 points of damage. As another crossbow gets you in the gut this time. Thunk. It's got a shining aluminum sort of coloring steel, and the fletching is also steel. He drives another one into you. You can barely see the fletching as it's gone so deep. He has backed up as well, so he is 35, 40 feet back from you, almost the way across the street.
Am I able to grab the scale mail, grab Drizzel, and just bring all of it inside.
You're really strong, but you only have one free action. So if that's all you want to do, absolutely. You may grab them both and head inside.
I'm going to do that.
Okay. You grab the scale mail, or do you grab Drizzel first?
Grab the scale mail first to use it to kind of like shield myself, because I'm not wearing anything and I'm taking crossbow bolts to the upper trunk. And then I grab Drizzel, and then I try and yank her as quickly as possible to get inside the tower.
Yeah, absolutely. The guy, his arm is caught up in the scale mail after you killed him, and you end up dragging him a few feet as well before his arm comes free and he limply, and then you stumble because it's a whole bunch of extra weight that's suddenly not being dragged by you anymore as you take a crossbow bolt potentially to the back. What is your armor class?
25. 16.
No, I have hit.
Damn.
Nice. I like, good try.
You have taken another 8 points of damage.
Is this where we die?
I think this is where we die.
By thugs.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. How many hit points do you have normally?
25, and I took 19, and you did another 8, so that's 27. I'm down.
Yep. All right. You're down. Down
Oh
you
my
go,
God.
just inside the building.
Oh, but I'm inside.
Yeah, of course. You made it
sick.
inside. You just started to go up the stairs, but you can't go that far dragging all the weight of Drizzel because she's very heavy, plus her scale mail.
2/5 of the party is
Who is
gone.
the first person to come down the stairs after Balasar? Is it Dimple?
I didn't hear anything though, so I'm probably like one of the last
Oh, yeah,
ones.
you're still hanging out upstairs.
I was going to say, because I got a 19 when we rolled that,
Yeah.
I probably knew something else was going on. So as soon as Doodle was okay, I would have rushed down the stairs to help my comrade.
Sure. You look around, Unky B's gone already. What does Vestrad think when you look around and after you don't give Doodle the scritches, because that's not what you wanted to do, and you see Unky B's gone?
It's time for war.
As soon as I'm gone, just war.
With Unky B?
No, with everyone that's disappearing, someone must
Everyone
be
else
hurting
in the party. Vestrad just kills everyone else.
Like Bugs Bunny.
them. No,
This means
like
war.
he kind of, because he's pretty intelligent. He doesn't come across that way, but he is. So he puts together with Doodle being hurt, Drizzel not coming back with Doodle, Balasar being gone. He's piecing it all together. Now it means war on whoever's doing this.
This means war, Vestrad says, and hurls himself down the stairs. War with what? We don't know. Ekamon, give me the cinematics of what happens following Vestrad's immediate departure.
When Vestrad just boldly proclaims this statement, Akamon quickly jumps to his feet and is trying to match Vestrad's pace going out, but is not keeping up very well, so starts to take 3 stairs at a time.
Oh
and
my.
as he does, he slips on one and starts to tumble down the stairs a little bit.
All right, roll a d6.
You don't need
It's true,
damage,
guys. That's
though.
4.
You take 4 points of bashing damage as you slip and slide down the stairs. And you know what? You gain on Vestrad and almost pass Vestrad as a result of all of this.
So mission
You're
accomplished.
moving so quickly.
Ow.
At the bottom of the stairs lies Unky B. Describe how you're laid out, Unky B.
So there's Drizzel somewhat close to me because I was dragging her. And then there's a piece of scale mail that kind of flew a few feet ahead of us.
Oh, nice.
And then you've got the crossbow bolt sticking out of my back. One on each side as well. 'cause I
One
got
is
hit.
definitely punched all the way through from the tummy because when you fell forward
yes.
onto the thing, there's a little one sticking out of his back, blood seeping from it. What color is your blood?
Blue.
All right.
Nice.
So Vestrad, knowing he's not a healer, he is a fighter, fills with rage,
Yes.
goes towards the door, rips the door off the last hinge that it's on, and bursts outside looking for where this crossbow came from.
The door opens out. So literally you go up the door and then you rip the rest of the door off. Just be like, I
Yep.
hate you, door. Yeah.
Exactly.
The hinge goes, ding, flies into the street looking for its long lost love.
And he looks for where the crossbows would have come from.
No one is on the street.
Are they in the trees?
There are.
Are
It's
they in the windows? Are they in the towers?
begin to look around madly. You may make a investigation check. And Dimple.
Dimple is alone upstairs now?
No, Findal's up there.
Oh.
Your comrades appear to have left in haste. He's scritching Doodle's tummy.
Doodle scritches. So, like, Dimple is in an awkward situation. She's like bent over, like trying to investigate underneath a couch or whatever. And she like stands up and kind of in a huff is like, Obviously, they have gotten themselves into some trouble. And then, like, marches towards the door.
So there's two things. The window looks, the broken window especially, looks out over the courtyard. Quite a bit of a ways down if you wanted to, or you can just head for the door.
Oh, you mean I could cast spells from up here?
You're 300 feet or so up. I don't know how many spells go 300 feet, but if you got one, by all means.
All of them.
Oh, yeah.
No.
It's war.
Just mad dropping spells
Magic
here.
missile.
Pew.
Empowered.
I was thinking of shooting my crossbolt out the window.
Yeah, no, I'll go down.
Okay, you run down the stairs.
Yeah, if things had gone differently, I'd be upstairs. But then I'd
But
have
that
to go
would
up
be
the
stairs.
Is Jeffrey okay?
Oh my God. Quit asking about.
You tell me, is Jeffrey okay?
Aw.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeffrey's okay.
You feel a little
He is
lick-
on the
lick,
back of Balasar's head, Vestrad, and he's giving you puppy dog eyes of, please help my new friend. Oh, please. It's like the John Oliver of newts.
So then Vestrad starts pulling out his common clothes again and tries to wake Unky B up.
Unky B doesn't wear enough clothing anyway. This is a good idea. You should wear some clothes, Unky B.
The most he knows is you're supposed to support whatever
Well-
items are sticking out of a body.
I forgot. You mean you bodily hurled yourself over Unky B to look out onto the street. Your perception check was...
7.
Your investigation check was 7 because you didn't really notice anybody. You were too busy seeing the red eyes of Jeffrey the Newt look at you, hopefully. Just draws you in. No, the street is clear of people. They have moved off, except there is a dead body and a whole bunch of blood. Some of it blue, some of it red, a lot of it red, and a dead body laying on the sidewalk in front of you.
Vestrad huffs that he can't see anyone and kicks the dead body and walks back inside to
The
check
body
on Uncle
goes,
B.
"Ugh."
He goes inside and checks on Uncle B.
All right. Yep. Ekamon, you landed at the bottom of the stairs heavily, painfully, but you're there right away. Unky B, you need to make a death save.
11.
That's enough. Yeah,
Yay.
you've succeeded.
Can I use the same spell I've already used?
Why not?
Sure.
How many spell slots do you have?
What level is Cure Wounds? Do you know by chance?
I think it's a level 1, but you can cast it at a level 2 and do more healing.
I'm going to do that actually. So I'm going to cast it as a level 2.
All right, heal them away as a level 2. What's the scat there for that? It's more powerful ones. You got to say like a more powerful song. Every time there's a big pause, I always want to go ba-doo-doo-doo, doo, 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 doo.
Oh man.
I'm dreaming of some healing words. Just like the words I always sing.
Used before.
Yeah, but
Guys, this is making it hard to think.
It's
May
not
our
helping. That's so
wounds
surprising.
be clean.
Oh my gosh.
And healed.
I know it doesn't help. It just makes it less in my ear. Frick. Okay.
Jeffrey licks Balasar's ear and looks at you, Akamon, hopefully. And since you've taken so much time, make another death save, Balasar.
Whoa, what? Why?
So much pressure.
Oh, this is so hard. You said to make it better than the last one, and it's so hard to do that
Yeah,
off
but-
the spot.
Yeah, but
Okay.
so this is not allowed in performative art. You have to be more responsive and go with the first choice. First choice.
Do you remember when I played a bard? How terrible that was.
Yeah.
This is like the Saw version of like D&D.
Saw is never first choice. Saw is always like, you thought that was the answer, but it was not. And then you thought the other thing was an answer, but it's not. In fact, the only thing that was the answer was you had to stick your hand down the toilet.
Well, it's all teamwork. If you do it together, everybody lives.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. People try to do it on their own and they try to kill one person. And if they had just done it all together, the entire group of them would have lived.
It's Prisoner's Dilemma. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to watch those movies.
Oh, that's good.
It's cool. If you ever want to watch a horror movie with me, you'll watch me cry the whole time.
Really?
Tears will stream unbidden down my face. It's actually kind of horrifying. Yep.
Yeah, just tell them ghost stories too.
Aw, that's adorable.
I feel you, man. I feel that.
Really? You cry during horror movies too?
They terrify me.
I'm literally, I can watch them and enjoy them, but like something about the atmosphere or tension or whatever's going on triggers something inside me and tears just pour down my face.
That's so interesting.
He's repressing something. That's what I suspect. Because if you start telling
It's
him
not.
a ghost story
It's not.
too, he'll start
not.
crying.
All right.
Especially if it was like something that.
Okay, I'm going to sing my song, so y'all shut up.
Sorry.
It's so polite. Kindness.
Dum dum dum. as the warrior's fate does bleed. Let this be my healing deed. Ba-dum-dum.
And some cool scatting.
Ba-da-dee-da-da-do-dwa-ba-ba-dee-dum-bum.
Yeah, okay, that's what we were missing. We were getting like way too.
We're saying that's
Deep
good.
down, blood go back, deep down, skin it together, bum dee da dwa dwa, bones mend together, bum da dee da dwa dee da, eyes open up.
You may have inspiration.
Thank you.
Yeah. Furthermore,
How many HPs do I get back?
enough that everything is fine and you've regained your senses.
And now we need to bring back consciousness too.
Yeah, Drizzel is unconscious, laying on the ground.
I don't remember how many good berries I gave Chelsea because I should have some good berries left.
How long do they
Saves us
last
both.
for, though? I don't know if they
24
last for a
hours.
while, so. Yeah, they're still good for today.
Yeah. But did I give you 10? Do you remember? Did you write?
Something like that.
So maybe I gave you all of them, so I might not have any left. But I don't remember.
Can I just give you the good berries back?
You ate them, didn't you?
Oh, I only ate like 3 or something.
Yeah, so whatever's left. That's what I was trying to figure out. Whatever's left, I'll take those hit points.
Oh, I understand.
I'm asking for math.
So then I probably have like 7 left.
Okay.
But
Are you
someone
out
has
of
to wake
spells?
me up first.
No, I can just cast a spell. How about I cast a spell? Cool. I'm
How
casting
many
a spell.
spells do you have left?
I've got 2, 3.
Did we ever heal from that mob thing? That's awkward.
I actually don't remember what I did in that. I feel like I did nothing.
I almost died.
Yes.
I was like,
still almost dead.
Like,
nowhere there.
I hate this town. This town sucks.
Well, and we're not even in the part that we don't have a great relationship with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to get over there.
Yeah.
And fast.
Well, oh my goodness, Fendal says as he and Dimple appear. 2 of you picking yourselves up off the street. Whatever happened?
Yes, what happened this time?
Unky Pete, do you even remember what happened? You were awake for so little of it as you dashed down the stairs.
Crossbow bolts tend to hurt when they hit you 3 times. And you have a newt licking your ear consistently. Will you stop that?
How many hit points did you get back?
I don't know, you said enough.
Oh, okay, cool. You still have crossbows sticking out of you. You're not definitely full. You've got hit points to be backed up, and if we get into combat again, then we'll define what's going on then. But I don't think combat's going to be nigh for the rest of this game session. So the 2 of you awaken, and what do you say?
Unless we can find another guard.
Yeah.
Do you got a permit for that?
You're bleeding. That's a permit.
This is becoming like Chicken Chaser from Fable.
What happened to you? I came down because the dog came up and was hurt, and then I came down and you were dead, and you didn't have anything except your bow, but I saved your scale mail, and then I got hit with something, and then I fell down, and now I'm awake.
It's a long story, and I'm really ticked about it, so I don't know how much you want to hear. But all I know is we need to figure out this freaking permit business because this is bullshit. I'm sick of these guards. Seriously. They try to kill Doodle, so I had to fight them off, and I surrendered to them, and then they beat me up and left me for dead.
What made them initiate?
Please make a deception check.
That's true, though. They
but
did.
not with that intention, right?
They did beat me up and leave me for
Yes,
dead.
they did, but
Yeah.
not until after. So it's like,
I'm omitting things. I'm not
exact-
lying.
I just want to know how good you are at doing
I'm
this.
not.
This deception.
22.
Yeah, seems totally trustworthy
It's
based
legit.
on what's been going on with the guards in the past.
Don't mess with me. I'm mad.
What made the guards initiate attacking Doodle? Usually they are very friendly and ask a lot of questions.
Asking a lot of questions. Has that been your experience with guards? It's not my experience with guards. They are dicks
But-
who are obsessed with permits, which
What?
is BS.
Initiated the attack.
I was just outside collecting copper because people thought I was homeless. So I was like, sure, why not? Free
And they
copper.
attacked you for that.
Yeah, because they didn't have a permit.
Oh, so it was a permit, not the copper.
Yeah.
What did you say about the permit?
Okay. They asked me if I was deaf, so I pretended to be deaf. But then they do new sign language. Who knows sign language? Seriously. So then I pretended to have a seizure. Not my best moment.
And remember, initially, Allison's 22 check is more than enough to beat your passive insight score as well. So what Drizzel is saying is more than satisfactory. You don't have to offer the
No, she's just
degree
spilling
either.
it now.
Yeah.
But-
And then
Just like coming clean.
yeah.
I was just trying to figure out what
No,
happened to
that's
Doodle.
Yeah, so I'm trying to have a seizure. That didn't go well. So they were gonna arrest me and we're gonna take Doodle, and I was having none of that. So then I pulled out my swords and it kind of went to hell.
You are such a good friend for protecting my Doodle.
I wouldn't let anything happen to Doodle.
And then Vistrad goes to hug you.
Aw.
Ekamon looks a little bit jealous.
Well, Paige is being kind because she's saying Vistrad is going to hug you. Didn't say that Vistrad just grabbed you and hugged you, so it's your turn too.
Oh, I'm gonna hug.
There we go.
Yeah. Sorry, I just took it for granted. I hug back. We have a good moment.
Reciprocal hug.
Can we
moment,
get
yeah.
off the streets?
Yes, please.
I was
Do
going
we
to
have
say,
everything that we need from this place of It's sacked. I don't know.
Ransack.
Did we get everything we needed?
I feel like I feel, Dimple, that you just need a long sleep.
Probably.
I second that.
could Vistrad quickly run to the end of a corner, see if he can see a guard, and go politely ask them where the permit office is?
Yes, please.
Without taking anybody or any animals with him,
Just as a human, that'd be good.
just as a human.
Lestrade hugs Drizzel, lets go suddenly, and runs away.
I sniff my underarms like, ooh,
Yeah,
okay, I'm a little ripe.
When Vistrad runs,
I'm taking the Mickey here. Everyone would know when Paige offers this that, this is a good idea. A couple of you head down the street while the rest of you stay in the confines with the dog, the two gnome wizards hidden out of the way. You do not see a guard or a permit office immediately visible. So what I need from the group is a group stealth check to get through the streets. Drizzel, you're not wearing your scale mail right now. You're carrying it, correct? Or are you
What's
putting
left
it
of
back
it?
on?
Is it all pieces? Or?
No, you have all of the pieces of your scale mail. You can put it all back on if you would like to. You do not have short swords, and you do not have any gold.
I'm going to put it back on.
Okay, then you will make that check with disadvantage.
But I'm getting stabbed.
This is a stealth check to travel the streets unseen to get to the closest inn. Findal says, I know of a place that's close, and it is cheap, but it is rowdy. I would not normally recommend it, however, given the state of our being with a wolf and two gnome wizards, perhaps closer is better. But if we would like to go a little further, there is a better and more well-established inn, and I do know the innkeeper and have a discounted rate there. What would you like to do, guards of mine?
Let's go further, then maybe I'll see the permit office.
I agree. I'd feel safer there in a farther one.
yeah.
Will Doodle allow me to ride Doodle?
No.
Because then Doodle is a mount and not a puppy.
Ooh. And you don't need a permit for it.
You would be seen so quickly. A gnome wizard riding a wolf.
I have Princess Mononoke dreams. I'm sorry.
Okay, yes.
Our advantage that we got way at the beginning when we first started for our next check to navigate city, can we use that for this?
In this instance, yes. This is literally you're trying to move down the streets
Okay.
unseen. And this is a stealth check in that regard. So,
Does anyone have a cloak?
Do you want to stack yourselves on top of each
No,
other?
I was just going to piggyback under the cloak.
everyone needs to make a stealth check. The difficulty would normally be 12 because you would just have one gnome wizard. But you also happen to have a wolf. So the difficulty is 13. But the difficulty is now 15 because you have two gnome wizards and you have a wolf. So you must succeed at a difficulty 15 stealth check in order to proceed. And Findal has to roll as well.
But he's invisible, isn't he?
No, he doesn't have the ability to cast that. He casts too many spells.
No, they're both bad.
Okay, we will begin with Allison because she's a cheering mofo.
Yay.
And how did you do on your stealth check?
18.
Excellent. What was your lowest roll?
15.
Wow. So we have one success. Unky B, how'd you do?
17 total.
Ooh, that's great. That's 2 successes. Vistrad, how did you do?
9.
Aw.
That is a failure. We're now 2 and 1. I feel like I'm an umpire keeping batting score. It's a first strike, folks.
Do you know what's
3
really
strikes
sad,
and you're
though?
out. Yeah, what's up?
I'm proficient in this.
Yeah, that's really sad. How did you do, Akamon?
15.
Really?
I rolled a 10.
That's
Nice.
There we go. How did you do, Dimple?
I didn't do it.
What rolled you get?
13.
Aw.
Not enough. And unfortunately, neither two did Findal succeed.
no.
So we're at 3 and 3, which in the normal course of thing, only half the party needs to succeed.
Yay.
Doodle
But that's
didn't
not the
roll.
whole half a party.
Doodle didn't roll.
So Doodle has to roll a stealth
What
check.
about Jeffrey?
Jeffrey is too.
Jeffrey's
Jeffrey
really
is
stealthy.
minuscule and is fine.
Jeffrey better be stealthy.
Yeah. So he's an automatic.
I feel like if anything, a wolf should have advantage.
Doodle like peas on a guard.
Well, that fucking sucks.
So you have succeeded at moving your way down the street, but you did not want to go to the closer inn. You wanted to go to the inn that was further away. You're passing down the street here, still in the same area, back towards High Street, in fact. Everyone roll your stealth check. The second time to cut down alleyways and dash along side streets and only go out when you can and see where you don't actually roll for Doodle. I was teasing. Doodle doesn't need to make a roll.
Well, that makes it worse.
No. It's not
Okay.
good.
Uh-oh.
So we begin this time with Vestrad. What do you do, Vestrad? Are you helpful or hindering? And please describe the help or hinder as you move along.
Vestrad takes a step, not realizing there's a trash can. And with the sound of his chainmail against the trash can, he fumbles with it, completely rolls over, and he ends up rolling on top of the trash can, which falls over. And there's just like this whole thing happening in the street. He got a 7.
There's like a green furry guy who's like, hey, get out of my home.
Yeah. Not good.
Unky B, describe your helping or hindering as you move along streets unseen.
So Unky B's walking behind Vestrad, and as he watches Vestrad fall on the garbage can, he says shush to be quiet, and then he also proceeds to fall on said garbage can and onto Vestrad.
Oh my gosh.
I rolled a natural 1. on the
Well
dice.
done, sir. What the hell's going on? It says the green gremlin creature. How did you do? Come on.
So as Vestrad tumbles and Unky B, Ekmon tries to be smooth and hop over them, kind of like vault.
Oh my god.
And as he does, his hand slips on a wet patch of blood that's still on Unky B. And he goes down right on top of him and he's kind of sprawled out. But throughout all this, his face somehow stereotypically, well, how do you say that word? Serendipitous.
I'm liking this.
Surreptitiously.
Just leave her. Yeah.
You guys suck. Thank you. Not thank you.
His face, Sarah Sanders Lee.
Stereotypish.
Yep.
That word. So Ekmon's face ends up beautifully beside Vestrad's.
Ooh.
Just
Are they like nose to nose?
almost. The way that he fell, he kind of like plopped.
And Unky B's in between us?
Yeah.
Yeah, off to the side. It literally nose to nose, gazing into each other's eyes. And Ekmon says to Vestrad, what?
I never noticed the color of your eyes before.
Cute.
He says it in very nonchalantly too, so not like with the same full intention everybody else would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Vestrad quickly says, I've always noticed yours.
Oh my god.
So
All right, you may
adorable.
do you have inspiration?
No.
You may have
I
inspiration.
love this. Will they? Won't they?
And
stuff.
I really am liking the fact that I gave you all inspiration and you didn't choose to use it on this, the probably last challenge of the game today. But anyway, how did you do, Dimple?
I got a 16.
Yay! Dimple's like, and Findal succeeded as well.
Oh, man.
So we are 3 and 2 with only Drizzel, who chose to put her scale mail back on, clanking and clanging. Findal and Dimple look at each other, and Findal's like, they weren't supposed to go down that alleyway. It's full of refuse.
Yeah, we were like not walking in the garbage streets.
Yes, I refuse to go down that street.
Boo.
There's your dad joke.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, the last one to go is the first one to cheer when she succeeded earlier. How did we do?
Boo. I got a 6. So I'm going to follow them down the alleyway.
Yeah.
And just from the garbage can that got spilled over, there's a banana peel, and my foot just connects with it.
I mean, it doesn't have to be anything so despicable and whatnot. You hit the banana peel, you slip, and you still retain your feet, but you see a guard. You're not too sure. It looks like the guard you saw before. And what do you say with like full volume voice that you probably meant to whisper to that guard?
That fucking asshole!
That guard turns to look at you, and 3 of his buddies are there as well.
Of course.
But we're going to have to do that combat in a refuse-filled garbage alleyway next game.
I have 4 hit points.
I have 13.
Raise a glass and drink with the enemy. Raise a glass and sing with the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own. And raise a glass and toast to the enemy. Raise a glass and sing to the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own.
This concludes this episode of Tavern Tales, a curated Dungeons & Dragons 5e game set in the Tales of the Yawning Portal adventure module by Wizards of the Coast. Our intro and outro music is the song Tavern Tales by the Bad Billy Band. You can find out more about the Bad Billy Band on iTunes or at www.badbillyband.com or follow them on Twitter at badbillyband. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to leave us a review on iTunes or find us on Twitter at tavern_tales. We'll be back next week with more of the adventure.